Greetings from New York City. I'm Phil and we're running the bridges. It's a video series where we visit all the bridges in New York City that you can run across. The big, the small, the old, the new, the world famous icons, and the ones you've never even heard of. And today we are visiting the City Island Bridge. Now this connects City Island with Pelham Bay Park. This is all within the Bronx. City Island is a small island that sits off in Pelham Bay or Eastchester Bay. It's about 2 miles long and it's about a half a mile wide. It's its own little neighborhood, and if you go there, it's kind of like visiting a little New England fishing village in a way. But it connects with Pelham Bay Park in the Bronx, which is the largest park in New York City. And so this is a great place to run. I highly recommend coming into Pelham Bay Park, exploring Pelham Bay Park, and then taking the trip across the City Island Bridge here into City Island. Like I said, it's about 2 miles straight down. Lots of seafood restaurants. I'm not really much into seafood myself, but if you are, it's a great place to go. And so a little bit about this bridge itself. This is one of the newer bridges in New York City. It's the third bridge on this location. Now, City Island was originally founded. There's a sign here that says established 1685. I've seen information goes back as far as 1619, but in the 17th century. It's an old historical settlement. And okay, so City Island is a very historic neighborhood, like I said, and it was starting to become really developed around 1800. And at the time, they thought it might become a big city to rival New York City itself, so they called it New City Island. And eventually, they just dropped a new part and it's called City Island. And again, all of this used to be part of Westchester County. Pelham Bay Park was annexed by New York City, 1888. City Island used to be part of Pelham, the town of Pelham in Westchester County. And it, along with the rest of what is now the Bronx, was annexed by New York City in 1895, prior to annexing the rest of Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island in 1898. But in any case, this is the third bridge. The first bridge was built around 1872, 1873, and it was a drawbridge, a toll drawbridge. It was slightly, it went off in a different location. It went off towards Bridge Street right there. And this road that I'm on is City Island Avenue. It connects in Pelham Bay Park. That's called City Island Road. On here, City Island Avenue. And but the first bridge went over there towards Bridge Street. 1901, they built a new swing bridge on the current location, and that it lasted a long time. The swing bridge, the swing span, the draw span was fixed in 1963, so it hasn't had a working operational drawbridge since 1963. And then eventually it decided that bridge was becoming obsolete and worn down, needed to be rebuilt. And so that bridge stopped operations in 2015. From 2015 to 2017, while this bridge was constructed, they built a temporary bridge just off to the west here. And if you look on my blog site, you'll see my blog, which was done in 2009. You'll see my entry on the old City Island Bridge. So this new bridge opened October 29th, 2017. They had originally planned it to be a cable-stayed bridge, but I think the residents here didn't like that too much. They thought it'd be out of character. So we have like a causeway type of bridge, which you can see. It's steel and concrete. It's raised in the middle to allow fishing boats to go through. A lot of these sailboats wouldn't go through, but you can just kind of get a glimpse of, there's the Eastchester Bay, Pelham Bay, not exactly sure, but you can see a lot of fishing boats, a lot of sailboats, marina here. Like I said, it's a great place to run. We're just gonna go take a little jog across here now, so you can get a look. But it's really a nice place to run. A lot of cyclists come here too. It's great infrastructure. They have an off-road bike cycling path through most of Pelham Bay Park. They have an on-road bike path here across the bridge. So you can see there's sidewalks on both sides. Nice wide sidewalks too. So very friendly infrastructure And we will get across the middle. We'll just get a little bit of a view here. All right, so now from this bridge, we have good views of two other bridges. Right over there is Throgs Neck Bridge, and farther over there is the Whitestone Bridge. Neither of those bridges have pedestrian access, unfortunately, so we will not be able to cover those bridges in this video series. You cannot run across them, or cycle across them, or walk across them. Anyway, I'm on the west side, basically, of the road, and you can even see way off in the distance there, you can see a little bit of a Manhattan skyline. But then on the other side, you can see more of, you can see Orchard Beach. Right over there is Orchard Beach. And so we're not far from that at all. And that's all part of Pelham Bay Park. Like I said, Pelham Bay Park is the largest park in New York City. It includes lots of traditional recreational areas. It includes Orchard Beach. It includes some nature trails off of Orchard Beach, Twin Island, Two Tree Island. It's really a lot bigger than maybe most people realize. And the section here, just next to the bridge, this is called Rodman's Neck. Not that Rodman's Neck. The Rodman's Neck, which I think is Mo's NYPD facility. There are some ball fields here. So I think this is like, I don't have the stats on the length of the bridge. I think the old bridge is like 960 feet, something like that. So that's about what it is. But this is the only vehicular dry land access to City Island. Of course, you can take boats, but the only way to drive or walk or cycle onto City Island is across the City Island Bridge. And that's going to be our only visit to City Island. There is another bridge that goes to a small island called High Island, but that is restricted access, no public access to it. I believe it's simply private property. I don't think it's a government facility or anything. I think it's just private property. But so that bridge we will not cover as well, but that does exist. And that's just very close, actually, to where we were, right by the Lobster House and all that. But it's really a nice place to run. I highly recommend it. And Pelham Bay Park, I mean, you can get there by, it's the last stop on the 6 train. And from the 6 train station, it's probably about 3.5 miles out here to the bridge. And then if you want to go all the way to the end of City Island, it's another couple of miles, like I said. So like I said, Pelham Bay Park is a great park to run in, to explore. I highly recommend every runner in New York City come out here at some point and just explore and look at it. So now we are across the bridge, and there's a access to the other side. You can go on a pathway through the woods there and get more directly to City Island, Orchard Beach. There's another roundabout up ahead with one direction going off to Orchard Beach. So there we go. That's the new City Island Bridge, opened in 2017. So thank you all for visiting. I really hope to see you out here running sometime. And thank you for watching. And we will see where the wind takes us for the next one. All right, take care. Bye-bye.